Yo, welcome back to the channel. My thoughts on the Nordstream pipeline explosions out in Russia from Germany. Check it out. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Hope everyone is having a good weekend. It's my first day off in about 5 weeks. About 5 weeks, man. It's been exhausting, but I'm glad and feel fortunate to have been able to get some overtime to kind of catch up a little bit. And money is just a tool. That's all it is. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about a couple different things. Number one, the Nord Stream pipeline in Russia. Here it was, I was just talking about Germany last week, and that something's going on with Germany. I think they're going to release sanctions, or something's going to happen so that they can secure more oil and natural gas from Russia, because that's who supplies the majority, if not practically all, their needs for energy, especially specifically through the winter. Here it is now, October 1st, and they're just getting into their winter, you know what I'm saying? And so the timing of this, not a coincidence, but quite ironic. At the same time, it shows that the scientists that monitor the Richter scales for earthquakes in the ocean there, they know the difference between earthquakes and explosions. So they have empirical evidence, evidence beyond a reasonable doubt, to substantiate the fact that there were multiple explosions. Out of four, it's likely that all four were. And one of the scientists made a perfect point and said, oh, well, if we had one leak, then that would be understandable. But 2 or 3 or 4, all in a few days of each other in different spots, no, not possible. Wouldn't happen. Completely unrealistic to think that that would just be just like a natural failure or mechanical failure. And like they said, on the Richter scale, the explosions registered 2.3 on the Richter scale, equivalent to an earthquake. But like they said, they know the difference between an earthquake and explosions. So what I would tell everyone to kind of think about is just the fact that there does seem to be some sort of something going on, not just there, but worldwide. I mean, you see the video I did a couple weeks back about California wants all their cars to be electric vehicles by the year 2035. And ladies and gentlemen, you can see that this all really comes back to Agenda 2030, also known as Agenda 21, a United Nations treaty from 1992 all the year to the year 2030. All these initiatives, and it's not just at 2030, it's the years from now to then. You can see that's why you're seeing a lot of things changing and happening very fast in short periods of time, because the timeline is speeding up. And so these powers that be, they have a genuine agenda to disrupt everything so that they can create the changes. It's like problem, reaction, solution, right? They create the problem and then they come with the solution. Just wait until lights go out, power out. Wait until we have some sort of financial hack of the financial system, or another economic crash, and they, for example, do away with fiat currency and do away with cash at some point. And by the way, this is what Klaus Schwab said from the World Economic Forum. He said the next great crisis will be the power grid or a financial hack. So they're already letting us know. So you have crypto, and then you have digital dollars. When you see now with the energy right now, what's happening in the United States, Joe Biden made a clear statement from the beginning that he was going to go after the oil companies, even before he became president of the United States. We look back on all these different things, and every time I look at it, it shows one consistent factor of elites on one side of the global spectrum and world order that want to take out fossil fuels completely, and mostly because they're financially benefiting from it and they want to steer it more towards clean energy. But at the same time, I think the problem is really just this simple, is that we have a lot of powerful people that all have vested interest on one side of the spectrum or the other, whether it's in coal and natural gas and oil, fossil fuels, or whether it's clean energy, quote clean energy, because even electric cars need to be powered somehow. How are they getting powered, right? You have all different, you got it's not just wind turbine and solar, and we don't even have enough solar to do that now. Arizona is a perfect place for something, for a massive project. They could, between here and New Mexico and Texas, I mean, we easily have enough land mass to power the entire United States, easily. Probably Mexico and Canada as well. Anyway, that's another subject. But when it comes back to the attack on the energy sector in general, just looking at it as a whole, from especially the leftist agenda, you can see there is an attack on energy and infrastructure, and now literally with this Nordstream pipeline, it looks like it was sabotage. The media right off the bat is starting to assume and blame and point the finger at Russia, saying that Russia did this to sabotage their own pipeline. It's possible, anything is possible, but I highly doubt it. I mean, that's a huge revenue stream. I mean, that also gives Russia a huge amount of leverage and power over these other countries, not just Germany, but all these different European countries that depend on natural gas for heating through the winter months. You got like 6 months of winter or whatever. Some places 4 or 5 months, some 6 months of winter. They got to keep their houses warm. So I don't think it's an accident, not at all, not to say the least. I think at this point, I would say that most people would say that it's reasonable to believe that there are other powers, whether they're implicated or invested or whatever side of the line they're on, is what I'm trying to say. Is I can see this being anyone, any country that could have sabotaged that pipeline. Now, the $1 million question is, who sabotaged that pipeline? And what do they have to gain from it? Because whoever did it, most likely, it's fair to say, they had something to gain from it. Maybe one hand washes the other. Maybe it was killing two birds with one stone. Pardon the expression. Maybe it was a double win. Maybe they. I can speculate and think of all the possibilities, but the question is, who sabotaged that pipeline and why? Let me know what y'all think. Hit me up in the comments, and let me know what's up. And like and share this video, get it out there, and help me to continue to get my voice heard right here on United USA. Peace.